Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment, where you get the realest reviews. Today, I will be reviewing Batman, Soul of the Dragon. If you're new to my channel, let me explain how I like to review film. I like to talk about the good, and I like to talk about the bad. That's it. So before I get into this review, go ahead and push that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and let's get right into the good. Batman, Soul of the Dragon has so much good going for it. I had so much fun watching this movie. This film was literally like watching an episode of Johnny Quest meets Enter the Dragon, but Batman. That just straight up screams dope in my eyes. I also like the fact that it's a timepiece. It takes place in 1970. And I feel that Sam Liu did such a great job directing it because it didn't feel corny or out of place. But he adapted so much of the 70s in this film that was just so much fun. I mean, you have the ass whoopings. You have the jive talk. You have the epic black guy. You know what I mean? You got the epic Asian dude. And you got Batman in this thing. Like, it had real ass whoopings. But then it had magic. And then it was off the wall. But it made sense and it all worked because it was a 1970 project. You know what I mean? Like, this was it's supposed to have those feelings, and they did such a great job doing it. Another good aspect of this film is the voice acting. The voice acting is spot on. It just works. They picked the perfect voice acting cast for these characters. We had Michael Jai White back in the building as Bronze Tiger. That's his role. You can't give it to nobody else. If I see Bronze Tiger and it's not Michael Jai White, that's like the Joker and Mark Hamill. It's just not. They got to play those roles. We had Kelly Hu in the building as Lady Shiva. We had Mark Dacascos as Richard Dragon. We had James Hong as O Sensei. And this new guy, he's new to me. His name is David Giuntelli. I hope I said his last name right. He played Batman. And, you know, they've been switching Batman around a lot, so I'm getting used to it. And I like his take on Bruce's Batman's voice. Dope cast. Dope cast. One of the things that I like about the cast, it mixed in so well with the animation. These characters with these voices had a certain style to them that I just was like, damn, I dig it. I dig it. Because Michael Jai White played literally, his character Bronze Tiger was a mixture of Richard Roundtree Shaft meets Jim Kelly. Like, that's what it was. It was like, I like that. Mark came in with Richard Dragon, who was literally Bruce Lee. But this is the tricky thing. He was Bruce Lee on one half, the actual person, but played Kato and Green Hornet, the fictional character that Bruce Lee played, together. David came in with his dope 1970s type of Batman, who had this Chuck Norris but Sean Connery 007 mix.
Damn!
Kelly came in with Foxy Brown, Pam Grier's Coffee, but Asian. Dope. I'm sitting there watching these characters, but they're reminding me of these other actors and characters that I've watched in old film. Such a great blend. Such a great blend. I could not get enough of this film. I just like the fantasy aspect of it. It was just so cool and so fun because it had a lot going on, but it just works because that's what the 70s were back then with film. It was like, yo, we got a little budget. We got to put as much as we could put in this film, but let's just make it happen. And I really dug that with this movie. One of the most standout parts of this film for me was the attempt, but I think it was done well for 2021 audience, the music. It had that 70s vibe, baby. It wasn't quite 70 because it wasn't muffled enough for me. but damn, they did a good job. It was just really high def. Like you can like, it's something about when you hear that 70s music back then, it has that muffled sound. And that's what I feel like they made it feel a little muffled. Like kind of how they did that Sideshow with what's the Spectre. How they had that sound, but it felt muffled. I wish they had went a little bit muffled with the music, but the music was dope. Like even when they got down to the fight scenes, it was like, oh, okay, we in the 70s, baby. They did not stop reminding you that this movie took place in the 70s. And for me personally, for someone who loves Batman, but I feel that we get so much Batman, I feel that I should personally be like irritated. But the way they handled Batman in this movie was done well. He was not the one that overshadowed everybody. He had his place, because you're in a movie with all martial artists, all characters who like to put in work. And Batman wasn't the only one who could put in work. And that's what made this movie just that damn good. I like this film. Let's talk about the bad. The bad part about this movie is simply on you. Because personally, I understood it and I get it and I loved it. Had so much fun with it. I was laughing. I was excited. I had my anticipation was up, like, oh snap, what is it going to do? I was really in this film. And for an animation to be done like that takes a lot. And I think Sam did a great job just with this film overall. If you don't understand the 70s film and it's not your thing, then I don't think you might really dig this movie, because I dug every aspect of it. The animation, the bell bottoms, the afros, the hairstyles, the suaveness of it, the ladies. I dug it. It was cool. It was fun. It was relaxing. So I really enjoyed this movie. It's really no bad, because when you deal with a movie like this that deals with the 70s, you're not looking for an epic story. The story got you in, it got you out. It told you a little bit about the characters, where they came from. Now it's time to whoop some ass. That's action. That's what I came to see. So I loved every element of that. And then the music hit. You know what I mean? Had a lot of fun with this movie, man. I had to buy it. I'm going to buy it again because they got to go down with the collection. I feel, for me, someone that loves the 70s and the movies that came out in the 70s, this is definitely a rewatchable film. Lately, DC has not been hitting home like that with a lot of these films. Their Sideshow's been hitting, but a lot of the films haven't been really rewatchable. This is definitely going in the collection. This is definitely a rewatchable film. Batman, Soul of the Dragon. I need another one. I need another Batman, Soul of the Dragon. I need to see these characters on screen once again. Let me give this film a grade. I give this movie a solid A. I enjoyed it. I have fun with this movie. It's hard to really have fun with film nowadays because of you dealing with all these messages, subliminal messages in there and all these things going on with the world. They just throw in film, but they really pulled it back some, and they showed us what empowerment in women look like. Lady Shiva's that all day, every day. We don't need 2000s to tell us that, and she handled hers. I didn't feel threatened watching this film because while she was doing her thing, my boys were doing their thing, and they did their thing together, and it worked. Oh, it worked. I need to see them in the movie together, and I'm going to let this be known. DC, you got 3 characters right now that needs to get a primetime spinoff. Either it's animation or live action. I prefer both, because some characters get a little bit in there with money, but I need a Lady Shiva, either television series or a movie, because she's that damn good. You want to show women putting in that work? Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts with her. I need a Lady Shiva film. Bronze Tiger needs to be put on the screen. I'm not talking about Arrowverse, all that. No. Bronze Tiger needs his shine. Michael Jai White, come down, play Bronze Tiger. he needs his shine because he has elements to him. And Richard Dragon has it also. I'm ready. I am excited because these are normal. They're above normal, but you get what I mean. They're human, and they're putting in work. I love it. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm J3. If you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, thumbs up this video, and do not forget to share Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I had fun with this one, y'all. I'm out.